Alright guys, so this isn't really a how-to. By the way, welcome back to the channel. Deep South Bayou Diesel. This is not a how-to video per se. As you can see, I've got 4 out of the 5 drilled. I noticed that most people that do it, they have their wires kind of tucked going this way, down in this little piece here. But I did measurements. I mean, it looks right. I mean, if it's not 100% perfect, I don't care. I mean, you know, I did it myself, but I've got one more to go, which is right here. That one right there needs to go in, and it'll be done. But all I did was just take measurements off of the old 7.3 back there and do the best I can here. So, you can see my fat burger grease all over the windshield there for where I was plopped across the windshield. Oh, and yeah, you may notice that these visors look different, and the reason why is because I took the stupid ones that were shoved up into the window, which was dumb as can be, and I took my old ones that were on here, put them on here. So I'll get another set later when I paint this truck. This truck is getting painted. It'll look just like this one, except this one will have white race stripes going down it. I'm probably going to go with like a 4 to 6 inch race stripe on either side of the hood going all the way down. That'll look pretty cool, and of course I'll blend it into the bumper and everything. But yeah, like I said, this isn't really a how-to for the most part. I'm doing anywhere between 3.5. Let's see here. I got a cheater tape up here at work. They would frown at me for using it. You know, I work construction, but I bought this years ago. I still use it, so whatever. But yeah, I'm doing anywhere between 3.5 to 3 5/8 from this the little rubber gasket on the windshield to the lights. So like, as you can see, that's about 3.5, give or take. And then of course, if it'll come on, you're gonna clear up. Oh, darn it. That one is a little, that one's actually pushing 4 inches, and I know why. This one I had trouble with. I actually have the hole at the 3.5 mark for the screws to go in the sides. Let me see, there's a screw in that one, isn't it? Yeah, it is, darn it. So let me go over here to the last one and show you guys what I'm talking about. I gotta move this ladder to the other side. So let me open this up. Just tiger teeth it, right? There we go. All right, so let's not lose that. I need that. All right, so these two on the sides here that bolt it down, I actually ended up drilling the first one at the 3.5 inch mark, but I ended up, where is it? This one right here. So this auger bit or step drill bit, waller bit, whatever you want to call it, as you can see right here at the very tip. Actually, let's do this the easy way. So as you can see, it's an 1/8, which is what you need. That's what they called for when I watched the other YouTube videos of people doing this. If this thing will not, come on, man, just... This is not working out right, but right here at the very tip, So this shoulder before coming out, that's an 1/8. And I don't know why it won't focus, but that's an 1/8, and I ended up going down to the next one, which is 5/32. And so this screw right here, which comes with the kit, was just flopping around in the hole. So what I ended up doing was just going back just a hair, drilling a hole right behind it, and then putting putting this piece back over it, and then going to the other side and then marking my hole, and then bored out that hole. So yeah, I kind of ended up messing up on that one there, and that's why that one's back a little more. But I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, you really can't tell. I mean, with the naked eye, look at that. It lines up great. So, I mean, you can't tell by eyeballing it. So it's not like you're going to be able to come out here and be like, oh man, I wish I hadn't have done it that way. Because you can't tell. I mean, it all lines up great. So, I got to get this last one out of the way. They are calling for rain today. So, if it leaks on the inside, I'll throw some silicone on the inside, and that should help it stay. But I mean, I've got these pretty thick gaskets right here. These are some pretty thick gaskets, and when you bolt it down, it actually pulls it down and creates a seal. I don't have any silicone on that truck at all, and I've replaced those twice. It came with the original factory ones. They look stupid. I replaced it once. Ended up having one of these little covers blow off, so I ordered a whole new kit and replaced everything. Or no, I ended up replacing one of the little covers. Then one of the lights went out, so I just replaced the whole thing with that kit that I had previously ordered. But I have no silicone on the 7.3, and there are no there are no leaks at all, and they use these same thick gaskets. The only difference in what I like about the kit with the 7.3, which I'm going to go and see if I can find, and I'll at a later date come back through here and redo this. But instead of using these stupid screws, because you go in this way, and it just bites down into the metal, and it's supposed to hold it there. Well, over time, vibration, that's going to loosen up. But the 7.3 has got these really tiny bolts. They're not screws, they're bolts. Little tiny bolts, little tiny nuts. And so, and I remember, because it was a pain in the butt. So you put the bolt in from the top, and then from underneath here, you'd be spinning it around, and then you find the right size. I think it was like a 5mm, 6mm. I don't even remember. I know it was not an 8mm. It was a rather small, uncommon size. And so I got all of those bolted down. So that may also contribute to why I don't have a leak in there. Because, of course, a nut and bolt is going to have a much tighter seal than just these screws. I mean, come on, that's just common sense. But, yeah, let me get up here, finish this, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. All right, there it is, completely done. I won't know until tonight if it's, all lined up properly and all, so we will see. But as of right now, I just have the simple job of wiring it up. So I just need to find a long wire for positive, a long wire for negative, and then hook it up to, I see a lot of people that'll run it all the way up to here. And I'm sitting here screaming in my head, why are you doing that? When the running lights are here. So, I mean, you got your autos, but I'm going to hook them up here. If the auto lights don't turn these on, then I'll just start, turning it on over there. I don't care. But, or I could hook it up to both. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense because that'll start interfering with the two. But I'll see about hooking it up to this, because I think auto just switches to this, which in turn is going to have that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and probably pull this whole piece off probably after I get everything wired up. Have the wires just running down here. That way I can pull them up into here and have plenty to work with. But, yep, just need to at least get it started. Start wiring it up. That way I can close all of this up and be done with it. But, yep, it wasn't that bad. The most pain in the butt part was just really getting all of this taken down. I mean, there's a lot involved. You wouldn't think that it is, but there is. And then, of course, this little piece fell off that sat right here, and I'm really contemplating not putting it back on. What I'll probably do is just, it's supposed to hold a gauge, and I do want to get an EGT gauge. I don't plan on doing a whole lot of towing with this truck. That's the point of having that one. I mean, if I'm just going to go get some lumber, some concrete, some drywall, something like that, yeah, I could use this truck all day long for something like that. But like if I'm really going to be pulling something, like say I come across another 6.0 and it's a really good deal, hook up to that bad boy. Plus I don't have a gooseneck hitch in this truck, whereas I do in that one. And I don't have the 7-pin connector for the gooseneck in this trailer either. I do have a 7-pin down here. So, but I do have a 7-pin connector in the bed of that truck. This is going to be my everyday truck, and then the truck behind me is probably just going to be my, when I got something real heavy to tow. That, or if I'm low on fuel in this one, because I'm actually going to be back in this truck next week until I get paid. I have money. I enjoy saving my money. It's just so fun pretending that I don't have money when I actually do. I know that sounds weird, doesn't it? But that's how you save your money. You save your money, stupid stink bug. You save your money by pretending that you don't have any money. And then, when desperate times come along, you may need something in the middle of the week before you get paid. Then you can actually dip into what you have saved. And I've done that for years. So, if you let that money burn a hole in your pocket and you just start spending it all willy-nilly, you won't have any money and you will desperately be needing money. And that's when you start going and getting loans and borrowing this from people and that from people. And it's really just not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, every now and then a person needs help. There's nothing wrong with that. But a constant cycle of, let me go get this payday loan, let me go get this title loan, When I was little, I've seen my mom struggle like that, and I wish, at that time there was something I could do, but I was just a kid, I couldn't. But, me having 2 kids of my own and a third one on the way, I don't want them to go through that cycle. I don't want them to see me, because what you see your parents do, 9 times out of 10 you'll end up doing it too. Now that's not always the case, but statistically it is. So yeah, I don't want my kids thinking that they need to put their title loan or get a loan on the title of whatever it is they may own. Now if they need to borrow $20 until payday, that's one thing, but I don't want them feeling like they need to go and borrow $500 and the interest rate is just ridiculous. Right now loans are not your friend. I mean, they really never were, but right now getting a loan for something just isn't really smart at the moment. But all that to the side, I don't think I have the wire here, so I'm probably gonna have to go get the wire. But I need to get that wired up and start coming back this way. So you guys know how this is going to work. I'm going to wire it up. I'm going to run it down through there. So you're not going to see all of that. I mean, it's really unnecessary. There's 50 million people with Super Duties and other vehicles that have done the same thing. All I did was put a cab lights on here, or clearance lights, whatever you want to call it. That wasn't on here. So I put it on here. So really, all you guys are going to see is it light up. That's it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Later, Gators.